and that they should return it to where it was. But Emana said that it was used by country. But they did not. They refused to take it back. They did not take it back, and eventually the vehicle was used by Honorable Kante. Because of that, Walatina or the foreigners decided to intermediate for Samba, MSC, and that was the reason why Dawda decided I should go back to MSA because I think that was the time Dawda decided I should go back to MSA to take care of the situation. And coming to MSA Fana,
can I just interject? Did you mention going back to MSA? That was what took you to MSA, or that was what took you back to MSA?
Apropos ming tete wala tina ye murundi back to MSA. No, am I to look upon the move to MSA? Am I to look upon the move to MSA? It's not that very that I went back to MSA.
My question is, did you say just now that this was the incident that warranted your need to go to be assigned to MSA, or is it your testimony that this was the incident that warranted your need to go back to MSA? Those are two statements. I need that to be clear.
Ako min kaya te wala kabri mo solve the problem of the wala mun la tanya ni karo tela ko wala atina ye te murundi ge bank pour ka ge control MSA. Sorry.
No,
sorry. You shall not translate here.
Okay.
Sorry. Jan.
No.
Ako. Ela kuma kangoto. Pasa stupeko. Ni kumin keta. Wala tinna ite musa MSA kotenke bank. Po. Nina tinna ye samba MSA.
Anyway, ndele geroto because if you cannot predict somebody, but ndele geroto wala na Dawda Fadere had been predicted somebody. Ndele geroto. I cannot predict. Sometimes it's difficult to predict. But for me, I think that was the reason why I was taken back to MSA. Yes.
You know, I do understand that.
He didn't say taken back. He meant assigned to MSA.
So the interpretation needs to be exactly what the witness says. Otherwise, I will pick up my own question.
Back to MSA. What he said is assigned to MSA.
So that was the first time you were assigned to MSA.
Exactly.
Okay. But of course, you were frequenting MSA before that.
Yeah, but I'm not really. Would you allow me to that?
Sure.
After taking the vehicle, and then the time they assigned me to go to the CIA, there was a vehicle on route on the Siaka, which is Siaka Protect, while I was physically on the ground. If I should remember, it was like 6 or 7 people road. One was a pickup, black pickup.
Sorry, can you say that again? You said when you took control. When you took control, Mr. Siaka JANNEH brought some cars back.
Yes.
From outside to MSA.
The one he was using with the team. You know, when you control a car, your deputy and your boys, you need to get them people to use. So the time we realized that we already took over Kotu, the time he brought those people back.
To hand them over.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this was 5, I think 5, because it was there's one black pickup and Nissan Patrol with, so it was two pickup, Nissan Patrol with, 2 Nissan Patrol and one pickup Mitsubishi and one pickup black one called, I forgot the mark, but it was 2 Nissan Patrol and 2 pickup with that black Pajero I am taking it. It was these 5 people that Siaka brought back, and they are all roadworthy. And I myself drive Siaka back to his house and bring those people back to the company.
Can I come in now? Are you done?
Yes, sir.
I would like to take you back to Brooklyn. Now you've concluded, but we still don't know who put you in Brooklyn. Is it still your testimony that you found your way in Brufut yourself.
To be frank, I don't want to lie. I put myself to the candidate.
And the people in Brufut accepted you with open arms.
Yes.
This was in 2016.
Yes. No one did to do that.
Which month of 2016?
If I tell you, I may lie. Unless when I confirm from the, because these people who come from Parapenu, they have their own diet. When they move from
Come closer to the mic.
sorry. We have another team from Parapenu. So they live from Parapenu to good food and they are military personnel. Unless when I confirm from them and they help you from the diary whether I can have. So when they are moving from place to another, you must do yourself like
Okay, let's look at it this way. Since you're talking about the coalition boys, it can only be after the coalition was formed. And since you're talking about them being in a property, it can only be after the coalition succeeded. Because nobody would be going to MSA when the former president was still around and in control. Can we agree on that? It was when
that's quite true.
the current HE took over his seat. Correct?
I think if I'm wrong, I mentioned it. Biden HE was in Dakar. I think I mentioned it.
Yes.
This president was in Dakar.
Yes. And he was sworn in Dakar, but he did not undergo the second swearing in on the ground.
Exactly.
Okay.
Diba, the council, sorry, that should be in 2017.
That is where I'm getting. Because it doesn't make sense. The evidence doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Of course, the coalition had gained victory already because it's public knowledge that the Brufut house that you're referring to is a property given to HE by a popular real estate company. Correct?
I have no idea, but
But it's within the estate of that popular real estate company. Correct?
at the higher when you are going to figure it out.
Yes.
Exactly.
Brufut.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. And you overheard them speaking. That's why you followed them. That's your testimony. Correct? All right. Let's even rewind back. Your deployment by the Part 1 order was to State House. So you are telling the committee that you left State House to go to Brooklyn.
Biden, yes, correct, yes. Before I get about yes.
And that was in 2016.
Yes.
The elections happened in December 2016, if I'm not wrong. Correct? And it is popular knowledge that once the results came out, there was some sort of a lockdown. Correct? Are you saying that you were that brave to tell HE that you're not going to stay with him in Banjul, but you're going to go to Brooklyn?
Whether I say so.
Yes. You're telling us that you assigned yourself to go to Brooklyn
I can say yes.
when the president was around, the former president. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Are you telling us that Brufut was known when the former president was still on the ground? You're telling us that Gambians knew where their incoming president would be stationed when the former president was still on the ground. Yes. And not even just that, but the first personnel who worked under the state guard during the former president's tenure got wind of that, and he did not get wind of that. And not even that. He had his members of the coalition in that compound.
So,
from what you have painted.
So, you are explaining this fastly. I don't understand.
I will recap. Don't worry. Okay. I've mentioned three things. You're saying that you reassigned yourself to Brufut, when the former president Alhaji Yaya AJJ Jammeh was still on the ground. You also want the committee to believe that despite the lockdown, you got wind of where the coalition were stationed, and you got wind of where the incoming president will lay his head to rest during the time when President Jammeh was still on the ground. Is that what you want the committee to believe?
That actually happened on my side. Where the committee believe only because, as I said, I don't want to tell lie to you guys. It exactly happened.
NSA was calling you even before you were trying to. Now, it makes me think that perhaps